That's some things to do. Back for the countdown. Continue weeks of the countdown. The top 50 underrated classic albums in hip hop history. A book that I did a decade ago. I just basically turned into a video series, some content for my channel. So it's all good. So we're gonna continue on. Show you the book that I did a decade ago. So we're gonna continue on the countdown. We're gonna go to number 36. Number 36. Kool Rap and Polo. Kool Rap and DJ Polo. Yep. Underrated classic album. One Dead or Alive, Kool Records. Kool Rap was a member of the legendary Juice Crew during the late 80s when the crew had some of the best rappers in the industry, such as Big Daddy Kane, Mike Shane Sante, Master Ace, MC Shan, Biz Markie. Along with his DJ and partner Polo, they released their second album, One Dead or Alive, on August 13, 1990. Kool Rap is one of the greatest progenitors of hardcore rap because of his vivid description of crime and urban life. The song Rikers Island was the evidence of his hardcore genius because the song was about the warnings and dangers of living a life of crime and ended up in the Rikers Island jail where violence occurred on a daily basis and the toughest street criminals can be broken down. The singles off that album that stood out in the streets of New York was about the crime, and urban squalor in New York. And racism was a plea to end racial tensions between all races. These songs received airplay on Yo MTV Raps, which made the album well received by music critics. There were other standout songs off the album, such as Money in the Bank, featuring Lost Professor, Freddie Fox, Ant Live, Salt Like Sex, Raunchy Sex. Yeah, I'm good about that, but I ain't going to find that, but that was on another album. Anyway, the album had 13 songs. Kool Rap made references to organized crime, gang violence, contract killers, and mafia films. See, these references helped Kool Rap cement himself as the creator of a new genre of rap, mafioso rap, which he did, especially on Roads to Riches. So took it to the next level. Now it says right here that it came out August the 14th. See if it's after. Let's look it up real quick. Right, thanks for hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, August 14th it came out. I put August 13th, my bad. August 14th, 1990 came out. All right, so back to the task at hand. Break down why this album was classic and underrated, which it was. It's not true for that. Okay, why is this album so underrated? Thanks for the 17 people tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. 4 people tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Why is this album, Kool Rap and Polo, DJ Polo, One Day Alive, a classic, but underrated? Because it pioneered mafioso rap. It elevated the vivid, cinematic, and street storytelling. See, this album, complex lyricism and Eric East Coast production, influenced iconic artists like Nas and Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan. There's a lot of truth to that. This album definitely influenced, just like, Road to Riches, that's influential, but this one definitely was more influential because he continued on that journey. It just got more interesting with this album more than the first album. So it came out August 14, 1990, and One Day Alive submitted Kool Rap as one of hip hop's most technically gifted MCs. Now there are a lot of elements to why this album was a strongly significant yet overlooked masterpiece. Number one, invention of mafioso rap. The album shifted hip hop's focus from standard party tracks, street boasts toward mobster mythos, contract killers, and organized crime. It provided a blueprint for the 90s East Coast boom. Remember, this album came out in 1990, so this is the beginning of a new decade. And you talk about stuff that Nas would talk about, or Raekwon would talk about, where, those narratives, street narratives and stuff like that. Painting vivid pictures. Then you look at storytelling. Streets of New York offered gritty, hyper-realistic, deeply vivid portrayals of urban poverty that set a new standard for rap lyricism. Pivotal production, transitioning away from Wally Moore's soul production on their debut album, Road to the Riches in '89. The album utilized diverse beatmakers like Eric B., Lost Professor, So it gave a project of raw swinging energy that complemented G-Rap's ferocious flow. And generational influence, Nas explicitly credited songs on his album with inspiring his writing on the legendary Illmatic. So if it wasn't for this album, Nas wouldn't have made Illmatic. Then lyrical versatility. Alongside harsh street narratives, the album featured bold posse cuts like Money in the Bank, socially conscious tracks like Erase Racism, Big Daddy Kane, and Bismarcky. So it showed his side, a different side to G-Rap, that he could be socially conscious as well. Because that was his thing. The other stuff was storytelling, vivid narratives, street narratives, and all that. Mafioso rap. We could be also socially conscious with that song. Erase Racism with Big Daddy Kane and Bismarcky. So self-explanatory. This album is very underrated. You talk about the greatest albums of all time. They're not gonna talk about this album. Probably might get overlooked. So that's basically it, man. Look at the one and only Kool Rap. Rest in peace to DJ Polo. He passed a long time ago, a few years back, fortunately. Um, yeah, this definitely was a classic album. So thanks for the 2 people hitting the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Deeply appreciate it. Yeah, DJ Polo, he passed. He deceased. I don't know what year he passed. Things like a few years ago. DJ Polo. Granddaddy IU, man, Mr. Magic, just got the Juice Crew, TJ Swan, Biz Marquis, Mr. C, a lot of guys from the Juice Crew that passed. So that's it, man. That's all I got to say, man. I don't know what to say. I'm done looking at this album. I'm gonna come back at 7:15 with more of the countdown of the top 50 underrated classic albums in hip hop history. 3 people hitting the like button. Appreciate you. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel. Be back. It's gonna get even more interesting, man. We getting close to reveal the #1 underrated classic album. But we're gonna go further on this countdown at 7:15. Then do one at 8:30, and that'll be it for tonight. So stay tuned. So till then, talk to you at 7:15.